Fund is excited to once again offer its diabetes prevention program, Driving Down Diabetes. This free CDC-approved year-long program begins January 9th, 2023, with live webinars focusing on nutrition, movement, stress management, sleep, and more. Sponsored by Southern Recipe, this program is for those at risk not already diagnosed with diabetes. Go to truckersfund.org, take the risk assessment located under the Health and Wellness tab, and sign up today. Hey.
From time to time, parents occasionally ask,
is it safe for my children to participate in high school sports?
a better question might be,
Is it safe for my children not to participate in high school sports?
statistics show that teenagers are likely to be healthier.
The heat advisory or not, it's going to feel very hot today, and the humidity will be very high. That's what we've got in store. Here's the look this morning. It's the same look we've had every morning this week. This is Montgomery from Alabama State University here. Traffic on I-85 looks good. It's that same pre-sunrise look to the sky just because it's so warm and humid outside. 79 degrees in the capital city, as well as Selma, Troy, 75 Opelika, Alex City, 76 Evergreen, 79 Ozark, and Eufaula. Where do we go from here? Well, we're way up into the 90s again. About 91 at lunchtime, 95 at 2 o'clock, 98 at 4 o'clock this afternoon. There will be a mix of sun and clouds. It will likely be a dry day, but there is an ever so slight chance of a shower or storm. Heat indices, 100 plus again, just like yesterday. Maybe a few degrees below yesterday's levels, but still, I think we peaked this afternoon around 106 for a heat index in Montgomery. Another day with plenty of heat and humidity, but things are going to change eventually. Our heat dome that has kept us high and dry this week is going to shift to the west. Here's a look at where it will be this afternoon. Still certainly influencing our weather. Here's Saturday, still gripping the deep south here, but look what happens Sunday, Monday. The high goes way off to the west, and then that opens the door for some slightly cooler air next week. This is Monday, and some chances for showers and thunderstorms, and that's what sticks with us throughout next week. So we're back to more typical levels in terms of the heat next week, but not before we get close to some records. 100 today, 101 tomorrow, 102 Saturday and Sunday. Here's the record column. I think today's record is certainly safe, but Friday, Saturday, Sunday, we're going to get very, very close to tying the all-time records for the 25th, 26th, and 27th of August. We'll be on record watch here for sure. Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. The humidity will just make things feel worse. It's not going to be the worst humidity we've ever felt. It was worse earlier this month, but muggy to tropical levels all the way through early next week. That means each day will feel several degrees worse than the actual temperature. But with all that humidity, do we get rain and storms? Really, I don't think so. Through Sunday, rain and storm chances very, very minimal here. Now, tomorrow we've risen rain chances just a touch, but still, I think a lot of us are dry. We'll call it fair, just a 20% chance tomorrow of a shower or storm, but a lot of us over the next 4 days will be pretty much rain-free. Now, out in the tropics, a lot going on here. So you've got two systems out in the middle of the Atlantic that we're watching. One has a high chance, one with a medium chance.
90 million people on Medicaid, 42 million people on food stamps. No one has told you how to fix it. I'll tell you how to fix it. They need to stop the spending. They need to stop the borrowing. They need to eliminate the earmarks that Republicans brought back in. And they need to make sure they understand these are taxpayer dollars. It's not their dollars. And while they're all saying this, you have Ron DeSantis, you've got Tim Scott, you've got Mike Pence. They all voted to raise the debt. And Donald Trump added $8 trillion to our debt. And our kids are never going to forgive us for this. And so at the end of the day, you look at the 2024 budget, Republicans asked for $7.4 billion in earmarks. Democrats asked for $2.8 billion. So you tell me who are the big spenders. I think it's time for an accountant in the White House.
Vice President. Not one booth. No. She threw one of the worst things at Trump that you could throw at a Republican, saying Donald Trump raised the debt by $8 trillion. There wasn't one booth. Right. Well, and here's the thing. I thought there was when she was going to go, where are the booths? Was the audience, the Trump support in that audience, were they prepared? She delivered something that you can't, it's a fact, you can't, or maybe they were busy trying to back check on this. I don't know. But the thing is in the moment, you can't do that. You can go back and forth because they've had the back and forth on things like decorum. Or a number of other things that have been part of the national debate stage even before he was president, but certainly during his presidency and since. That's something right now you're looking at it, and every conservative in that room is greatly concerned about the national debt and spending.
They're not concerned about crap.
And we have to get our step together on that, or we will be off the rails soon. Maybe
They're off the rails now. That's just the money you know about.
If the Republicans actually wish to cut, and they win an election in the next decade, right, with the American public, right, yeah, right, and they win the general, right.
Top of the Hour News is brought to you by House Products. Visit houseproducts.com.
This is Red Eye Radio on Westwood One.
Shell Road Solar with advanced synthetic technology is designed to help keep your rig running with more mileage and less maintenance.
All right, we're gonna do bench presses and curls for upper body today. Sound good? I'm just so tired after driving the truck all week. I feel like I don't have enough time. Have you downloaded the Weigh My Truck app from Catskill? It can save you tons of time when checking your weight. Speaking of weight, can you spot me?
Your time is money, and nobody knows it better than Catskill. That's why we offer the Weigh My Truck app free. Now you can complete your entire weigh without ever leaving your truck. You can see your weights on your mobile device, and scale tickets are automatically emailed to you. Best of all, weighing with Catskill means you're backed by the Catskill guarantee. Remember, time is money, so get weighed and get going with the Weigh My Truck app. Visit WeighMyTruck.com to find out more about how this app can revolutionize how you weigh your truck. That's WeighMyTruck.com. Forget this accuracy.
Progressive Commercial presents Long Haul Dramas. Tonight, Coverdale's rig in a blanket of darkness.
It was dust.
Suddenly, a detour appeared, and Dale was left with no way to his destination.
Just took the detour to make the delivery on time.
What a nightmare.
That was fine.
Truckers don't have time for drama. That's why Progressive Specialty coverage for primary liability limits up to $2 million. Get a quote at progressivecommercial.com. It's a casualty insurance company affiliate.
Red Eye
How?
Radio and our sponsors are
Love
devoted to trucking safety.
and self
That's why we're
discipline.
proud to bring you the Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club. We've been saluting drivers who have surpassed the million-mile mark with preventable accident-free driving. By reaching this milestone, you can be a part of an elite club of drivers who share remarkable safety records and demonstrate superior driving skills. If you or someone you know is a truck driver with 1 million miles or more of driving under your belt without a preventable accident, register online at redeyeradioshow.com. That's redeyeradioshow.com. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club would not be possible without the generous support of the fine folks from Petro Stopping Centers, House Lubricator, Motel 6, the St. Christopher Fund, and Catskill. We applaud the individual truckers and fleets who drive with care and keep our highways safe. The Red Eye Radio Million Mile Club, devoted to trucking safety. Register online at redeyeradioshow.com. If you depend on a truck to make a living, then American Trucker is for you. Every day, Trucker.com is packed with information you need to keep your truck running and the money rolling. From new products to the latest regulations, American Trucker has what you need to know. American Trucker staff knows that you are running a small business, and they work hard to bring you news and information that matters. So don't miss American Trucker's free newsletter. Go to Trucker.com. That's Trucker.com and sign up today. Sponsored by Fleet Owner.
Coach Y AM, the home of the Ben Shapiro Show, and heard on 95.1 HD3 FM, Montgomery, the Cumulus Media Station.
CBS News on the Hour, presented by Indeed.com.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. 8 Republican presidential candidates formally introduced themselves to Americans at last night's debate in Milwaukee. Among them on Fox, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, and focused on the one not among them, the former president.
We have to face the fact that Trump is the most disliked politician in America. We can't win a general election that way.
Florida Governor Ron DeSantis promised to crack down on illegal border crossings.
So when they're coming across, yes, we're going to use lethal force.
UVA political analyst Larry Sabato on the former vice president's performance.
I think Pence came across well. He was the ultimate adult, and I thought he defended his record from a Republican perspective pretty well.
38-year-old Vivek Ramaswamy fended off criticism over his lack of political experience. Donald Trump says he will turn himself in at the Fulton County Courthouse in Georgia today, where he's charged with conspiring to overturn the 2020 election results. Correspondent Nicole Killian is in Atlanta.
We expect security to be heightened as we get closer to the former president's surrender. We know that federal law enforcement has been on the ground in the days ahead of this to try to scope out the situation, but local law enforcement has made clear that there will be a hard lockdown in the area. We have already seen security barricades put up.
Spaghetti night at a family-friendly bar east of Los Angeles was interrupted by deadly gunfire. At least 3 people were killed by a shooter believed to be a former police officer. This man was about to enter the bar to meet his friends when he heard gunshots.
They're upset, of course. I mean, when you got multiple shots being fired around you, they were right next to the shooter. So it was an older man with a gray beard.
They're all okay. Police say the suspect was killed at the scene in Trabuco Canyon. Sources tell CBS Los Angeles he'd had a dispute with his wife. 2 people are in critical condition. It's not confirmed, but it's looking more and more likely the head of a Russian mercenary group died in a plane crash in Russia. Correspondent Hammy McCormick.
The Wagner Group's Yevgeny Prigozhin and his top officers were believed to be aboard the private jet, and they're all presumed dead. U.S. officials had been expecting Vladimir Putin to go after Prigozhin, despite promising him amnesty after his attempted mutiny in June. President Biden said he was not surprised. Prigozhin supporters say the plane was hit by an air defense missile or had a bomb on board. It went down north of Moscow.
Wall Street Journal reporter Evan Gershkovich, pre-trial detention in Russia, has been extended by 3 months until November 30th. He's accused of espionage. This
With minimal effort and max speed with Indeed. The solution platform helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates efficiently. Visit Indeed.com/credit.
Prescriptions require online consultation. Subscription.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but it's 95% cheaper, and you can get it online? Just go to ForHims.com/joy. Through Hims, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands at 95% off. That's right, Hims generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as branded Viagra, but for 95% less. It's the same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with 0 copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, ForHims.com/joy. It's ForHims.com/joy for your free online visit. ForHims.com/joy.
According to studies of the University of Hungary, dogs' brains respond to that favorite talk, just like, well, babies. And what's more, their brains responded more than was a woman. As to why, they're not really sure, but it may be because women tend to use that type of tone more often than men. The study's the first of its kind to offer proof, though, that dogs are actually sensitive to the manner in which people speak to them. Stacey Levy, CBS
record for a relic of these bones in the area. For $4.6 million, making the most valuable city ever. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you.
It's just ugly hairdo.
The smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address.
We don't need a super. What we need is businesses that are not organizations that organizations supporting black-owned businesses with locations in Tuskegee. How's that do for you? What does that do for you? You need businesses in Tuskegee, not organizations that support businesses. What does that look like? What does that look like? What does that mean? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me. The National Business League setting up shop as works to support black-owned business across the country. Ribbon cutting and hell went again. What does that mean? Founded by Booker T. Washington in 1900, the National Business League is the first and largest organization for black businesses in the country. It offers initiatives, resources, services, support entrepreneurs. Right. What we need is money. Booker T said. Booker T had it right because we would not be here today celebrating 123 years old legacy of black businesses, economic power, independence. The National Business League CEO President Ken Hamilton.
News Radio 1440.
Okay. Uh-oh. Okay, there we go.
Your WSFA First Alert Weather Forecast on News Radio 1440.
Sponsored by AC by LaQuire. AC by LaQuire is celebrating 40 years of comfort. They've proudly serviced the river region since 1983. Contact them for your heating, cooling, and plumbing needs. Visit acbylaquire.com for a list of services and offers today. That's acbylaquire.com. License number 84417.
Montgomery Skywatch Traffic, brought to you by Sons Automotive, family owned, family driven, on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. We've got our first
Why would you
in
do
South
that
Court
to
and
me?
South Boulevard. There at the
I
Petro
mean,
gas
I
station,
just
running
don't
to South
understand.
Court and South Boulevard. Outside of that, we're looking good. Interstate system's moving smoothly here. In from Plant, Albany, Brink, no problems on 231 south out of Kentucky, north out of Troy. High school students get a jump start of your college career with dual enrollment at Trinity State. Trinity State, today's college for tomorrow's world. Level up, it's the law. From Montgomery Skywatch.
Jed Davis, who's happening in the news on this Thursday. Former President Donald Trump is expected to surrender to Georgia authorities later today. He and 17 others were indicted on charges of trying to overturn 2020 election results in Georgia. Trump supporters are planning to protest outside the Fulton County Courthouse today. The sheriff's office is planning a hard lockdown once he arrives. Montgomery native and NFL star Henry Ruggs was booked into a Nevada prison. Earlier this year, he pled guilty to charges related to a deadly drunk driving crash in 2021. He was driving 156 miles an hour and crashed into another car, killing the woman inside. He was sentenced to 3 to 10 years in state prison. A rivalry high school football game has a new date and location. The City Universe Percy Julian game will be played Saturday, 8 p.m. at Booker T. Washington in Tuskegee. The game was originally scheduled for Friday, but with some of the sports complex, no word on why it can't be played there.
Bradley, come fix my
Since 1969, you can trust in Bill Bradley when something breaks. Call Bill Bradley for plumbing, heating, and air conditioning concerns. Bill Bradley will come fix your home. Call today and tune up your AC for only $74.95. Bill Bradley, your source
1 minute,
for all things
1
green,
minute.
including
Wait a
available
second.
financing on HVAC. Certificate
So
number
Bradley, won't you please
8449.
fix my home? Fix my home.
What's holding you back from learning the language you've always wanted to know?
Too hard.
Takes too long.
Not with Babbel. Babbel's lessons take just 15 minutes a day.
15 minutes isn't long.
Nope. And they're fun. So you don't realize you're learning a language, but you are. In 3 weeks, you're able to start having conversations. And Babbel's lessons are built around real life.
And with Babbel, it isn't hard.
It's perfect.
Now try Babbel free. Just go to Babbel.com. That's BABBEL.com.
Paid for by ERC Business Solutions. The following is a public notice for business owners affected by COVID-19. Due to the recent expansion of the Employee Retention Tax Credit, you may be eligible to receive compensation of up to $26,000 per employee on your payroll throughout 2020 and 21. However, time is running out for you to apply for this credit. At ERC Business Solutions, we make it simple. To encourage as many business people as possible to take advantage of this program before the window closes, a toll-free telephone number has been established for you to rapidly check your eligibility. There are no application fees, and the average call takes less than 8 minutes. That number is 888-449-3604. 888-449-3604. To see if you qualify to receive a check from the U.S. Treasury Department for up to $26,000 per employee before the program ends, call 888-449-3604. A team of ERC specialists are awaiting your call at 888-449-3604. Once again, 888-449-3604.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ziprecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
4 out of 5 employers who post a job in ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate through the site within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free. Just go to this exclusive web address, ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
He is the voice of the conservative millennial. Ben Shapiro. The Ben Shapiro Show, tonight at 8 p.m. on News Radio 1440. Depend on it. Sometimes you need to reset. Refocus on your day. The moment where you take a deep breath and change the focus from the problem to the problem solver. This is Decisions with Kevin Elkins.
I'm wide awake now.
Tomorrow morning, if you wake up.
And good morning, Montgomery, Alabama. It is time once again to rise and shine, because it is one more day, one more, that you're on top of the ground and the ground's not on top of you. Good morning to you. First of all, say it is a great day to be alive, and thank the good Lord for the privilege. Good morning to you. It is time for our daily bread. Our daily bread, a word from on high, something that will change your perspective or give you a new one. Either way, it's good for the soul. Today's daily bread, it is August the 24th. The title is Open-Hearted Generosity. We could all use some of that. Our scriptural insight today comes from 2 Timothy 1:6-14. But 2 Timothy 1:7 says, the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. 2 Timothy 1:7, govern yourselves accordingly. And again, it is August the 24th. It is a day like all the other days before us that has never been and won't ever, ever come again. And once it's gone, you don't get a do-over. You don't get it back. You don't get to come back and undo all the things you do this day. You don't get a chance to come back and undo the things that you do. So whatever it is that you do with this day, make sure that tomorrow should be, that you'll be proud of what you have done this day. If you have lived a while, like I always say every morning, because each morning is a new day, you've seen, you've heard many, many, many yesterdays. And if we are blessed and given the grace and mercy of God, we may, I'm not sure, we may see some tomorrows. But if tomorrow should never be, then it is this day, August the 24th, 2023. It is the first day of the rest of our lives. What we're going to do with it? Well, whatever we do, when we can, while we can, let us reach back and give somebody else a helping hand. Benjamin Elijah May said, whatever we do in life, we should do it so well, no man living, no man dead, and no man yet to be born can do it any better. And I say that is the standard by which you live life, you shall always be successful. Oh, you'll fail at a thing or two. We all do. We all do. But you won't be a failure until you quit. Rest if you can. But never, ever give up. Because quitters don't win. And while winners may lose at a thing or two, they never quit. Good morning to you, Montgomery. Open-hearted generosity. That's our daily bread for this day, August the 24th. And we'll be back.
Hello and welcome to today's encouragement from Our Daily Bread. Our reading titled Open-Hearted Generosity was written by Monica LaRose. No one ever died saying, I am so glad for the self-centered, self-serving, and self-protective life I've lived, author Parker Palmer said in a commencement address, urging graduates to offer themselves to the world with open-hearted generosity. But, Parker continued, living this way would also mean learning how little you know and how easy it is to fail. Offering themselves in service to the world would require cultivating a beginner's mind to walk straight into your not knowing and take the risk of failing and failing again and again, then getting up to learn again and again. It's only when our lives are built on a foundation of grace that we can find the courage to choose such a life of fearless, open-hearted generosity. As Paul explained to his protege Timothy, we can confidently fan into flame and live out of God's gifting when we remember that it's God's grace that saves and calls us to a life of purpose. It's His power that gives us the courage to resist the temptation to live timidly in exchange for the Spirit's power, love, and self-discipline. And it's His grace that picks us up when we fall, so that we can continue a lifelong journey of grounding our lives in His love. Today's Our Daily Bread devotional scripture reading is from 2 Timothy chapter 1, verses 6 through 14. For this reason, I remind you to fan into flame the gift of God, which is in you through the laying on of my hands. For the Spirit God gave us does not make us timid, but gives us power, love, and self-discipline. So do not be ashamed of the testimony about our Lord, or of me, His prisoner. Rather, join with me in suffering for the gospel by the power of God. He has saved us and called us into a holy life, not because of anything we have done, but because of His own purpose and grace. This grace was given us in Christ Jesus before the beginning of time, but it has now been revealed through the appearing of our Savior, Christ Jesus, who has destroyed death and has brought life and immortality to light through the gospel. And of this gospel I was appointed a herald and an apostle and a teacher. That is why I'm suffering as I am. Yet this is no cause for shame, because I know whom I have believed, and am convinced that He is able to guard what I have entrusted to Him until that day. What you heard from me, keep as the pattern of sound teaching, with faith and love in Christ Jesus. Guard the good deposit that was entrusted to you. Guard it with the help of the Holy Spirit who lives in us. Let's pray. Lord, thank you that we don't have to live timidly, fearfully guarding ourselves from failure or hurt. Your foundation of grace gives us courage to live open-hearted, generous, and holy lives. Help us lean into the courage you provide. Thank you, Father. In Jesus' name we pray. Amen. Thank you for listening today. My name is Brenna Holsclaw, and today's encouragement was provided by Our Daily Bread Ministries.
Okay, what we're gonna do? That's right. Time to rise and shine. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough with the airborne. Every day we run to the sun. No sweat, not yet. Oh yeah, here we go. All on my knees. Come on, now it's time to rise and shine. But a can of beans. Not really. I didn't feed them beans. Okay. The bread is moldy and the meat was bad. Not really. This is just a song now. You know darn well that you can't eat that. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be rough and tough airborne. All the way. When I was young, always wanted to be in the 82nd Airborne, needs a breeze. And of course, I was there. Want to do it right. Jump from an aircraft while in flight. Come on now. Time to rise and shine. People get motivated. Get you wasting daylight. Is it late daylight outside yet? I hope it is. Drive it on. Drive it on. Morning in the drizzling rain. Well, I picked up my parachute and boarded the plane. Jump master said 1 minute to go. Green light leave with the steering blow. Sing it, man, sing it. Outboard personnel, stand up. Inboard personnel, stand up. Stand in the door. Here we go. All the way. Gotta be. Go. Okay, those are the commands when you get ready to jump, just for you guys that don't know that. All right, now let us pay homage to all of our armed forces. Hey, it's Thursday. No PT today. Okay. No PT today. Sergeant Smith, get down and knock out about 32 of them push-ups. Okay, I told you guys we don't do push-ups, okay, on Thursdays. We rest, okay? But one thing we do, I don't know if that came out right. The one thing we do, okay, that don't sound good either. The one thing we do is pay homage to our armed forces of these United States of America. To all my friends on shore and at sea who wear the uniform of the armed forces of these United States of America, who sat on the fences and the borders across this world and say, not on my watch. Nothing. We'll do our best to see that nothing harms you tonight. Sometimes we make it and sometimes we don't. Anyway, good morning to you. Army, Navy, Air Force, Marines, Coast Guard, and the new one, Space Force. I'm still trying to figure out what they do, but maybe I'll get a representative from Maxwell Air Force Base to come over here and show it and tell us what they do. I ain't got a clue. Okay. But I imagine they're doing something. They're getting paid. And good morning to our local heroes, Montgomery Police Department, and most especially Montgomery Fire Department, because even when it's hot as hell outside, they still got to go fight fires. That's a hell of a job to have. But anyway, we glad they're there. And if y'all see me, please do resuscitate. Okay, I'm just saying, unless you just think it's all over, then, say a prayer. Anyway, good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine, because for one more time, one more day, you're on top of the ground, and the ground's not on top of you. So I would say that is a reason to celebrate this morning and be enthusiastically happy. You should be more happy about this day than any other day in your life, because this one, this day right here, was never promised. Good morning to you. It's time to rise and shine if you can. And this is an Air Force town, Maxwell and Gunner. We got to pay homage to those guys out there. Home of the Air War College, home, we call it our top guns. They teach other folks how to get it right. If anybody see Tom Cruise out there, please let me know. I need to talk to that brother. Yeah, that's my favorite actor, Tom Cruise. He's short like me, so we got something in common, except his bank account makes him a hell of a lot taller than me. What can I tell you? And if anybody see a 141 parked on Maxwell or Gunner, please let me know. I got to get my picture taken with one more time with a C141. Okay. Okay, I'll take a C130 or 123 if I can't find that one. Oh, and a C5A, I'd almost pay you to give me a picture of that one. All right, then, let me shut up and get this over with so I can move on to other things. You know, word of the day and stuff like that. Okay, I'll be quiet. I can't be quiet. Okay, I will be. I will be. So anybody want to hear the story about me in the Marine Corps? One more time? Okay. But if you do, let me know. I'll tell the story one more time. I just thought maybe you guys want to hear that story one more time. I'm just saying. Yeah, I know it's been a long time ago, but I thought maybe you want to know how my trajectory in life was changed because of the United States Marine Corps. Then again, they may have saved me from some tough times in 1983. I wasn't over there with the boys. What's that, Lebanon, Beirut? And we had all those young men give their life because Ronald Reagan, who's I think my favorite president, but he wouldn't let those guys carry any guns. I just said, you know, you don't send the 82nd Airborne to deliver plates to the homeless, okay? You send the 82nd Airborne to take the plates from the other folks. I'm just saying. So, you know, next time, you know, anybody's commander-in-chief, except for the one that's in there now, you make sure that you let our people defend themselves, okay? It's too late to say after it's all said and done that, whoop, we made a mistake, okay? You don't send the 82nd, okay, to change people's Pampers, their babies. You send the 82nd to go take the Pampers, okay? I know, I was with them. You know, I've been with let me see. I've been with the Green Berets. I wasn't a Green Beret, but I was with them. I was with the Rangers. Didn't get the tab, but, you know, my job wouldn't allow me to do that. And I've been with the 82nd Airborne. So I have worn every beret we got, except the new one, the brown. I didn't wear the brown. We wore black when I was there. I didn't wear the brown. So I know. You know, when I walk through the airport sometimes, you know, the meters, when on Veterans Day, I put my uniform on and I walk through the airport, you know, it sets off all the metal detectors because of all that stuff on my chest. I'm just saying, you know, I had at least two rows. two rows. Two rows. I've seen people look like they need a cardboard box of Kellogg's, size of a box of Kellogg's to put all the medals they get. But that's okay. I may not have many medals, but the ones I got, I earned them. Okay. Anyway, Army Commendation, National Defense, and a few other ones too. Overseas ribbons. I had a few. You know, I had two medals. I mean, I had two rows. I actually had three rows. Wait a minute. Now that I remember, I had three rows. Okay. So that, which means I had at least have 9. Anyway, let me take a break. I know you guys are tired of hearing my sob stories all the time. So we'll come back with the lessons of life today, along with the word of the day and the lessons of life. the things that we learn by living and living only. So y'all don't go no place. We'll be right. The good Lord says the same. I like y'all first thing in the morning, right? I mean, who else could do this job the way I do it? Seriously, come on. Is there anybody else in town? I know mine is a sickness. Sorry about that, but we all got issues. Okay, mine. I just like living life. I get high all night. That's why I never smoked none of that wacky weed. Because had I smoked, okay, had I smoked some of that wacky weed, I probably really would be messed up. Now I've been thinking about it lately. I've been thinking about it since is it legal? Since it's legal to smoke it now, now I won't smoke and drive because well, I'm about to set in the room one night. So can I buy marijuana from somebody? I mean, is that illegal still? I'm gonna have to try it one night just to set in the room, turn off the lights, and smoke some Mary Joe and see what it does for me. I'll let you guys know. Okay then, we'll be back. And this song reminds me so much of life. How 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 much time flies. We'll be back.
Everyone is hoping this entry will actually be fun. It's been confirmed that simple inkling plans will be back. But will that be enough to bring back the fans? Right now, keep every industry.
Hello, everybody.
Full motorization and smart home capability. Visit our Just Line showroom in Prattville or online at gojustline.com. We'll keep your mouth.
And guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but it's 95% cheaper? Just go to 4hims.com/joy. Through HIMS, you'll get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, and the process is 100% online. Your free online visit to 4hims.com/joy. That's
Okay, today's music is brought to you by 1979. Yeah, everything you hear today came out in 1979 as soon as I get to it. Hey, good morning to you. What were you doing in 1979? I was in, I was down the road. This time, yeah, I was down the road down in Fort Benning. Yeah, they named it something else, but to me it's always Fort Benning. So I don't care what they call it now. Okay, I'm just saying. All righty then. It's time to rise and shine this morning. Okay, it is time for lessons of life and the word of the day. Now, my word of the day is an attempt to get you guys to sound more sophisticated when you tell your boss where to put it. As a matter of fact, by the time I get done with you, you'll be able to tell your boss where to put it, and he'll thank you for it. Because he won't know exactly what you're saying, but you'll know, and that's all that matters. You know. Okay, I'm just saying, you might want to get that little thought there. Okay, the word of the day. It is a formal word that refers to dishonest behavior meant to trick or deceive someone. Okay, again, the word itself, it is a word that refers to dishonest behavior meant to trick or deceive someone. Basically, you can tie that to just about every politician that ever ran for anything, except me when I run. I'm just going to tell you the truth, and you can take it or leave it, whatever the case may be. Okay. So what is that word? The word that refers to dishonest behavior meant to trick or deceive someone. Okay, that's it. Here's the word. It is spelled Duplicity. I'll say it one more time. Duplicity. Duplicitous. Well, actually, that says duplicity, but in the way I'm using it, it is called duplicitous, which means that you are full of crap, is what it means. You're saying things that you know are not true, but you make it sound good, so we're going along with it, okay? Duplicity is a formal word that refers to dishonest behavior meant to trick or deceive someone. Ladies and gentlemen, if you get a counseling session pretty soon from your employer, or guys, you got the EERs or your OERs out there on base, and you see this word, okay, in somewhere in the body of that counseling session, forget your next promotion for a while, okay? that we need to work on some things. And if you're a civilian, you may want to think about a new career. I'm just saying, okay? Because some of us are somewhat duplicitous sometimes. I'm just saying. Okay? Now, what is the lesson of life today? Lessons of life are those things we learn by living. There's no substitute for time. There's no substitute for experience except experience. And it is through that life experience that some of us can understand the things that are around us, the things that happen to us, and the things that we do. So today is no different. Today is a little bit of advice. Okay. Be kind to unkind people. And so what? Why should I be kind to somebody who's unkind? That's a great question. That is a great question to ask. Yes, it is. Be kind to unkind people. Anybody know why we should be kind to unkind people? I'm going to leave that one on the table for a minute. Okay? Be kind to unkind people. I'll give you 10 seconds to figure that out. Look at that. Excellent. 241-9998. Before I give it to you. See, somebody has to know 241-9998 is my text number. If you're up and you know why you should be kind to unkind people. And I will, listen, ladies and gentlemen, I tell you next time. I met the most interesting young man last night that goes to Capitol Heights that I think I've ever met. Okay, but now we'll talk about that later. Okay, so why should we be kind to unkind people? Who can call me? You can call me. Anybody call 860-1440. Who's going to answer to that question? Okay. Why should we be kind to unkind people? Anybody know? Okay, is everybody sure? Nobody sure? Is it just me out there talking? Okay, we're good. Okay, then. Well, I'll tell you the answer to that before the show's out today, okay? Be kind to unkind people. That's the first part. But there's a second part. So you guys need to tell me today why you should be kind to people who are unkind. So that is your chore for today. It is August the 24th. It is the 236th day of the year. There are 100 and how many days left? 29 days left in the year. So pretty soon I'll be have to collect money for helping hands again. Yeah, we getting out there. I'm gonna have to start early this year. AD 79, like they got a video to show me this is actually true. Long dormant Mount Vesuvius erupted, burying the Roman cities of Pompeii and Herculaneum in volcanic ash. An estimated 20,000 people died. In 1857, okay, maybe somebody knows that. Okay, well, I'll get right back. All right, who's this? And what's the answer? Yeah. Okay. Hey. I can understand the first part, but you didn't have to add the second part to that word. I mean, you don't have to. You don't have to. I got you. Okay, you're almost correct. We're not told. Not told. But hey, I appreciate you calling up there. But you're almost there. You're almost there, but not quite. Okay, then move right along. In 1857, the New York branch of Ohio Life Insurance and Trust Company failed, sparking a panic in 1857. In 1932, Amelia Earhart on this day embarked on a 19-hour flight from Los Angeles to Newark, New Jersey, make her the first woman to fly solo, nonstop from coast to coast. 1949, the North Atlantic Treaty came into force, otherwise known as NATO. Okay. 1954, President Dwight David Eisenhower signed a Communist Control Act outlawing the Communist Party in the United States of America. I think that was a good move. Okay. Now we can't make you stop thinking like communists, but we ain't gonna just give you carte blanche to spread that stuff all over the place. All right. 1959 was the year, 3 days after Hawaiian statehood, Chaim L. Fong was sworn in as the first Chinese American U.S. Senator, while Daniel K. Inouye was sworn in as the first Japanese American U.S. representative. Now, having had the opportunity to live in Hawaii for a few years, it was a great place to live. It was a great place. It really was. Till I had to start paying for my own stuff, then I left. Once the Army was paying for it, I was good to go. What can I say with this? Yes. Yes. Now, give me a short one now. Give me a short one. Give me a short one. And you got to answer my question. We get to other stuff later on. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. 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 Now, those are the long period, but there's a simpler answer to this, which involves all that stuff together. But I'll get to that later on. Okay. 1968, France became the world's fifth thermonuclear power as it exploded a hydrogen bomb in the South Pacific. Okay, so that's another. Yeah, that's another. Okay, who's it? I'm doing fine. Wait a minute, wait a minute, wait a minute. This is about wait a minute. This is about why should you be kind to unkind people? You can get on the next hour for the rest of that stuff. But do you have an answer there? That's what they call it about. Is to why should you be kind to unkind people? Like you. Why should we be kind to you? You be kind of unkind. Why should we be kind to you? But think about it. Call me back next hour. Okay, 1981, Mark David Chapman was sentenced to 20 years to life in prison for murdering, what did he do? John Lennon. That's absolutely right. Okay, 1989, the Voyager 2 space probe flew by Neptune, sending back striking photographs. Okay, yeah, yeah. In 2003, the U.S. Justice Department reported the U.S. crime rate in 2002 was the lowest since the studies began in 1973. Well, not that long ago. 2006, the International Aeronautical Union declared that Pluto was no longer a full-fledged planet. Now, unless they've been up there, now they demoted Pluto. How you gonna demote Pluto? Pluto has not been down here yet. So how are we gonna? Somebody gonna get in the room, God's great creation, and you gonna demote it? What? I mean, now you're talking about arrogant. Arrogant. That is arrogant. Okay. And they decided they're going to demote it to a dwarf planet. Okay. I'm just thinking maybe that wasn't the best thing to do. All right, who's this? Not getting good. In 2007, the NFL indefinitely suspended Atlanta Falcons quarterback Michael Vick without pay after he acknowledged in court papers that he had indeed bankrolled gambling on dogfighting and helped kill some dogs not worthy of the bet. Now, I do believe that you shouldn't treat animals cruelly sometimes. However, we kill the hell out of some chickens, and pigs and cows. So I'm just trying to figure out why does a dog suddenly gain more latitude, more promise than the rest of those animals. I mean, you ever tasted a dog? I have. Tastes like chicken. Everything to me tastes like chicken. So I'm just saying, what they did to Michael Vick, I think was terrible. You know, I mean, listen, he should have got smacked on the head real good and probably made to donate some money to the SPCA or something like that. But you know what? To kill a man's career over a dog, something that's eaten in other places. You know, it's a good thing that we don't keep chickens in the house because somebody be in jail right now because all of them chickens would be eaten. Okay, the SPCA or whoever is somebody, the animal people, whatever. You know, I'm surprised. I am surprised that you know that somebody took a lawsuit anyway. You know, on the chicken's behalf. I'm really, I'm so surprised, but it's probably coming one of these days. 10 years ago, all sales under the government cash for comfort program came to an end. Although car dealers were given more time to submit pending claims for reimbursement, Scotland's Justice Minister Kenny McAskill defended his much criticized decision to free Abel Bassett, convicted of being the Lockerbie bomber on compassionate grounds. 5 years ago, a magnitude 6.0 earthquake struck Northern California, causing extensive damage in Napa and the surrounding area. Peter Thoreau Curtis, an American freelance journalist, kidnapped and held hostage for nearly 2 years by an Al-Qaeda-linked group in Syria, was released less than a week after a horrific execution of an American journalist, James Foley, by Islamic militants. South Korea won the Little League World Series championship game, defeating Chicago 8-4 in South Williamsport, Pennsylvania. At the MTV Video Awards, it was Miley Cyrus won Video of the Year for Wrecking Ball. I don't know what that is because this is Miley Cyrus. And it was 5 years ago. The family of Arizona Senator John McCain announced that he had discontinued medical treatment for an aggressive form of brain cancer. McCain died the following day. Robert Leach, host of the 1980s TV show Lifestyles of the Rich and Famous, died in Las Vegas at the age of 76. The Standard & Poor's 500 index finished at an all-time high of 2874.69. Just 2 days after the bull market in U.S. stocks became the longest in history. Now, I don't have any stocks, so I really don't know, what the bull market means and all that stuff. I mean, that's the people with money. Obviously, I didn't even put any money in my 401k. I'm trying to figure out though, should I start putting money in the 401k? I'm getting old now. So I'm trying to figure, would it do? I could always, or I could buy my Tahoe at 70 years old. Okay, I want me a Tahoe. Okay. I said at 70 years old. That way, I probably don't have to finish paying for it, and somebody else get the bill. Okay, I'm just saying I might have to do that. But I want me a Tahoe. I just got to make sure I'm sane enough to drive it at 70. Another thing too. I changed my mind about running for office. Because I'm often said once you hit 17 years old, you ought not be running for office. You ought to be telling people in office how to do it. So I missed my chance. I missed my chance for city council. So the only thing left me to run is for Congress because they get every 2 years. But I know I can't raise the money for Congress, so I'm just gonna, I missed my 401k, and I missed my chance to run for the Montgomery City Council. Okay, so I'm kind of depressed this morning about that because I was planning on running for office. Okay, unless the citizens give me a pass. Okay, so that means I'd be almost old as who's the oldest guy on city council now? Jim Wright? No, Jim Wright. I have to rethink this. Anyway, good morning to you. What day is it today? It is Kobe Bryant Appreciation Day. It is National Burger Day. Okay? And can somebody tell me where the best hamburger in town is? Because it is not McDonald's anymore. Okay. All right. McDonald's has the best hamburger all the time. There's no so many things are the best hamburgers. I'm gonna get one thing. National Danny Day. So if your name is Danny, Danny, today is your day. Uh-oh, here's a national. Ooh, and we only have one of these that I know of, but if your name happens to be Emory, today is also your day. The only Emory I've ever known is Emory Farm. I don't know anymore. Who ran this city? Well, he ran it good. Man, I like him sometimes. You know, kind of like they say, you know, we person. When you deal with the personality just like that you have with Emory Farmer ran this city. Now, sometimes he ran a little bit too well. Because I wanted to hear Luther Vandross back in the day when I got there. But I don't think Luther was going to come like that. National Flag Day in Liberia. I don't know why, but okay, that was on my list. National Knife Day. Hey, you like knives? You appreciate knives? Don't be cutting people with and stuff like that. But it is National Knife Day. Okay. National Peach Pie Day. Yes, I like peach cobbler. I don't care much about the pie thing, but if I didn't have peach cobbler, I would take a peach pie. I would do that. Okay, I'm just saying. Right? Anything else? Oh, National Waffle Day. He can have a list of Z like waffle. Okay, I can have it. This is the day also that Pluto was the mote head to a dwarf planet. I mean, you know, you're talking about some arrogance of mankind. We just gonna look up in the sky and tell Pluto, we don't think Pluto was to get mad and head our way. You know, then we'd be in some trouble. I'm just saying, you know, we need to watch ourselves. You know, Pluto may say, okay, well, let's see how dwarf I am. I'm headed your way right now. Okay, I'm just saying, we might not want to be so arrogant. And it is St. Bartholomew History Day. Okay, Vesuvius Day. That's the thing that buried Pompeii and you know the big old volcano, whatever it is. William Wilberforce Day. I've only seen Wilberforce in one city in my whole life, and that's in Prattville, Alabama. There's a street of Bishop Morgan. Yeah, he lives in Prattville, and so that's the only time I've ever seen a street called Wilberforce. I don't know. Anyway, so much for that. So that's what day it is. Those are the things that are celebrated. I don't know if I want to celebrate Mount Vesuvius, but you know, it did happen. But 20,000 people died. Okay, listen, I gotta go. The time's up. We'll come back with more and some interesting stuff. I'm hoping when we come back. I think I got a preacher coming in, but he never got to come. Because it is, you know, religion day, or we call it theological conversation day.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Hot issues, raw emotions at last night's Republican presidential debate on Fox. All of the candidates minus Donald Trump took part. Correspondent Robert Costa is in Milwaukee.
The first hour of the debate focused on policy differences, a microcosm of the volatility inside the GOP, as it grapples with where to go.
Let's deal with the challenge of fentanyl.
The idea that every
School districts say that every teacher is somehow indoctrinating people whose fault. I'm the only person on the stage who was involved and paid for, so I can say this. And there were tense exchanges over abortion rights.
We must have a president of the United States who will advocate and fight for the minimum of 15-week limit.
Former President Trump is expected to surrender in Georgia today. Charges of conspiring to overturn the results of the last election. Correspondent Nicole Killian from Atlanta.
Supporters of the former president are calling for a protest this morning here at the jail ahead of his anticipated surrender. Federal and local enforcement remain on high alert and trying to lock this area down.
Gunshots rang out during $8 spaghetti night at a family-friendly bar near Los Angeles last night. At least 3 people were killed, 2 critically injured. CBS's Michelle Gili spoke to a woman who was at Quick's Corner Bar in Trabuco Canyon.
She came face to face with the gunman and said to the gunman, "Please don't shoot me, I'm pregnant." The gunman said to her, "Get out of here."
The Orange County Sheriff's Department says the shooter, believed to be a retired officer, was killed by deputies. Sources tell CBS LA he was targeting his estranged wife. Still no confirmation, but it's believed Russian mercenary leader Yevgeny Prigozhin was killed in a plane crash near Moscow yesterday. The BBC's James Waterhouse from Kyiv.
Privately, the news is being welcomed when you speak to people. This is a guy who was the architect behind some of the most brutal fighting, notably in the east of the country.
A court in Moscow has extended pre-trial detention for a Wall Street Journal reporter. Correspondent Cami McCormick.
The detention of Evan Gershkovich will continue through November. He appeared in court today. Journalists were not allowed inside the court because it was deemed classified. Gershkovich was arrested in late March and charged with espionage, charges he and the newspaper deny. Russians haven't laid out the evidence against him.
Just in from Spain, FIFA has opened a disciplinary case against the country's soccer president, Luis Rubiales, for kissing a player on the lips after the Women's World Cup final. This is CBS News.
If you need to hire, you need Indeed. Their end-to-end hiring system helps you attract, interview, and hire candidates all in the same place. Visit Indeed.com/grad.
Prescriptions require online consultation and can provide your listening appropriate prescriptions policy.
Hey guys, did you know there's a generic form of Viagra that works just the same, but is 95% cheaper? And you can get it online. Just go to 4hims.com/joy. Through Hims, you get a free medical consultation, discreet shipping if prescribed, a 100% online process, and trusted generic alternatives to the name brands, and up to 95% off. That's right, get generic for Viagra, the same active ingredient as brand name Viagra, but for 95% less. The same medication, still prescribed by a licensed medical provider, but with zero copay, no expensive appointments, and no awkward face-to-face conversations. To start your free online visit, you need to go to this exclusive address, 4hims.com/joy. That's 4hims.com/joy for your free online visit. FORHIMS.com/JOY.
CBS's Ian Lee is in the UK with details on what could be the wine bottle of the future.
Uncorking the future of greener wine starts in this English factory. Call it hard-poured wine bottles made from paper.
The overall carbon footprint is much lower on the paper bottle than it is the glass bottle. We believe it's up to 6 times lower.
Approval Director J.T. Brogan designed the bottles at the machine that makes them.
How long ago wine is bottle poured up for? Wine is getting sort of in excess of a year and a half. More wine is in excess of 12 months.
The contraption pinches, folds, and molds more than 2.5 million bottles every year. California-based Monterey Wine Company bought a machine to cut their carbon footprint.
Dedicating ourselves to sustainability.
Readers say the cost for a paper wine bottle is about the same as glass. Ian Lee, CBS News, Ipswich, England.
I'm Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
Retired or retiring soon? How much money do you need to live comfortably? Retirement Planners of America is here for you. Would you like to have financial peace of mind? Here's that. At 800-908-6108. That's 800-908-6108.
Are you the candidate to everywhere. ABC is the daily one-on-one teacher has helped us so much. Look here, we're offering special ways to try to find some out. But you have to go to abcmouse.com/radio to play and find out. That's abcmouse.com/radio. Sponsored by Age of Learning.
You wake up and your man feels this can't be way to brush your teeth. That clean, that is exactly what you need in your body. You need to fix out the days of the day just like brushing your teeth. Most people breathe deep. You never want to do that. So many people breathe about the body. You have 1,000 breathe.
Discoveries, destination for space and exceptional wine. Never taste six and wines and food and a fun restaurant. Everything here is fresh steaks, recipes, kebabs, chicken, fish, desserts, and so much more. Great for one wine. Everything steaks and wine. Maybe for Wednesday, you can get a meat and food. We have a gift for any occasion, including kicker.
You know, I think Sean forgot to come up today. But that's okay. He's a business. I don't even know if he's in town. Matter of fact. All right, so just you and I for this hour. Okay, so nobody actually my question, the answer to my question that I was looking for. Why should you treat people that are unkind kindly? Okay. Now they gave me some reasons, and those reasons are good, but there's one of the main reasons, okay, that you need to treat people kindly. You treat other people unkindly. There's a good reason for it, in fact. Anyway, 860-1440 number. You want to give Carla talk to whatever on your mind this morning. People still talking about the election from the other day. People looking at news and trying to come up with all kind of excuses. Some people shouldn't even be in that election. But however, this is America, and people have a right to engage the process. But for the most part, everybody for the most part was nice, really nice. I mean, there's only a couple of people out there who were acting a little crazy. I don't know what Jamal Brown was doing with a bullhorn at one of them places, but then they ran him out of there and then went someplace else. I think at some point Jamal Brown will probably be a pretty good representative. He just got to mature a little bit more, and I think at some point he'll work it out. He'll be okay. I think his heart is in the right place, but your methodology is a little bit off filter. But other than that, I mean, he's younger. He's what, 27, maybe 30, maybe something like that. So yeah, he'll be all right. He will be all right. All right, good morning. Who's this? Yeah, yeah. Mm-hmm. 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 Wow. Do you live in Montgomery? Is that long, huh? Mm-hmm. 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 All right. All right. Mm-hmm. 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 Okay. Well, if you didn't want him to go to jail, why did you call the police? Mm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Well, let me give you a number. Evidently, there's a desk supervisor there, 625-2532. Is that the number you call? No, no. 625-2532. So, yeah, yeah. Well, call it and see what. call it and let me know if that's correct, and just let us know if that's because that's the number evidently somebody just sent me, and yeah, it's at headquarters. So 625 2542. Let us know if that's a good number for people to call if they need to. Yeah. 'Cause an hour and a half is too long. It's 625 25. All right, appreciate it. 860-1440. It is 7:16 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah, I heard. Well, he said I was like talking to him. He knows 357 already. But he said his neighbor knows 357 also. So they didn't want to get the exchange of numbers. Yeah. Yeah, okay. Well, of course, we're not condoning conflict, but sometimes sometimes you just got to make sure you're prepared to defend yourself. That's all. Yeah, like we used to say, lock, cock, and ready to rock. Yeah, y'all. Yeah. Well, hopefully their neighbor. Evidently, they've been neighbors for 25 years. So whatever the issues they have, let's hope that they can resolve those issues. You don't stay next to somebody in 25 years without having a relationship. So hopefully they'll work it out. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
Nobody cared about them, and he put them in real big cans over the back. And they took the garbage to the street, and it was hard man to hold it. But anyway, well, they got cans started, roll the street, and then he put pride in them, and they were always the ones that led United Way campaign. They led the city employees in United Way. And he took the city and put the shirts under white pickup trucks in the police lot. The former mayor of Plains did a supervisor. But he was police department. Anyway, that was his.
Hmm. Yeah. I don't think. I don't think. Well. I have never seen, and it is something that I didn't think I'd ever see in Montgomery, Alabama. But I've never seen black folks dislike another black person that's running. They did a pretty decent job. And my understanding, after talking to people yesterday, the churches certainly did not. Um, Normally they get involved. They did not do it this time because evidently they had an attitude with Stephen. Um, So, that's from what I gather. Maybe we just didn't, and maybe it's time that the church got out of politics, and maybe it's time people just ought to go vote when they want to vote. So, yes, yeah, no, 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 no. Now that is one thing I can't answer for everybody, but we do have buses and people. People normally, now that is the one thing that I did not hear anything about is transportation to the polls. That's one thing I didn't hear. Hmm. No, I didn't hear that. And I didn't hear the one about free rides to the polls. I didn't hear that. At least not on this station. Since the last mayoral election, I believe they did. Well, if I had to pick one out, then it would have to be changing some polling places, and people didn't know where they had to go. But they did send a car. They did send a car to everybody's house. After. Right, but I would tell you something else. We have got to start putting a higher quality of person, outside personality to run for office. You just because you want to run doesn't mean you should run. And well, around here, yes, 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 that's true. It's either Democrat or, and listen, they can say what they want to say. They can say what they want to say about these are non-partisan races. That's the biggest lie in Alabama. Every rate, everybody in this city is either Democrat or Republican, and 98% of the black folks who vote Democrat, and about 50% of the white votes will vote Democrat and Republican. The black folks vote 98% Democrat. So, well, of course, the one thing we absolutely are sure about in life that there are things we're not sure about. So I don't know if that's a correct analysis. I believe the white guy could be the mayor. And to tell you the truth, if Barrett had showed up last year campaigning like some of the other people did, he'd have done a lot better too. But we didn't hear nothing about him until about 30 days ago. Yeah. All right. Let's take a break. We'll be back 7:24 in the morning, right here on News Radio 14. Okay, we are back. Our numbers are 860-1440. You know, the mayor mentioned something the other day. I think he mentioned this, something about a guaranteed minimum income. And I'm thinking to myself, well, Montgomery, I mean, I can understand the federal government giving it out like Social Security, but I can't see a city with the ability to guarantee a minimum income for all of its citizens. I mean, a local bread right now, the local bread I like already $3. I mean, I would imagine if we gave everybody a guaranteed minimum income, that local bread would be about $14. I'm just saying. I don't know if the city has the authority to do such a thing, but that's a lot of money. Anybody know exactly what that would run? I mean, that would break the city. Yeah, I don't know. Just something to think about. Let me see. Hey, good morning. Thanks for holding. I'm doing fine. Well, yeah. Okay. What did I say, brother? Forged one. Well, I was young then. I was young then, and and I went to Fort. Wait. Okay. Okay. I'm telling you. Well, that may be true, but I was like 19, 20, something like that. And I went to Fort Leonard Wood. Uh, well, let's say a creek. I don't know if it was a river. I don't know. It was in Missouri someplace. Well, it's in Missouri. I mean, the truck. Wait a minute. The truck wasn't on. They trained us to forge rivers, to forge water, so you can get the truck through there and put certain things. Yeah, yeah, right on, brother. Yeah, I was a '64 Charlie. Now in the Air Force, they don't have that. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I think it's one of those a fraternity belts. Right. Yeah. don't really have a problem with them. Yeah. Yeah. Again, as long as they're qualified, I, obviously, wait a minute. Obviously, it's not there. Obviously, it's not there anymore. Okay. Okay. So we don't think fellas need a job? Yeah. Okay. As long as you're qualified, I don't care what kind of dog they are. Well, that's not a very good qualification if that's what you say, but I mean, yeah, yeah, yeah. Yeah. Well, I think they're working on that at the moment. Well, of course, wait a minute. I'm not his communications guy. No, no, no. I'm not the biggest fan, but I will. Well, let me tell you what he did. I tell you what he didn't do though, and I give him credit for that. He didn't break us. He didn't break the city. Well, that's how we got it. We don't care, but we got it. Well, he's paying 22,000. The county's paying the other, and I got a problem with that. Well, I don't think he hired him. I think the county hired him. I don't know where Doug is. We don't hang out like that. Okay. Well, I get him on. Okay. Well, you got to do what you got to do. Okay. Well, yeah, listen, man. This is a new project. Like any other new project, you got to get it off the ground because. Okay. Oh, let me ask you a question. Okay, now let me ask you a question. When you joined the military, you didn't know Jack, but we still paid you. They still paid you. No, you didn't know your job. When you got there, they paid you anyway. Anyway, appreciate the call. Appreciate the call again. I gotta go. I gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go. Good morning. Yes, I'm doing fine. Well, I cut him off too. Yes, I did. And they do. Where you go, Dale? Okay. Okay. And they do pick by voting. Oh, did I lose you? All right. Well, sorry about that. All right. Let me see who this is. Good morning. Yes. I didn't lose him on purpose. Call back, Reverend Sankey, because that was an accident. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Okay. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Well, they couldn't take sides. They can't take sides. Right. I don't. No, no. I did not say. I didn't say that. Okay. But I can tell you, I've been in a couple of churches before, and they wait a minute. In there, when in the presence of me and God and everybody else, they endorsed a particular candidate. You cannot do that in a church. Well, I mean, I don't. But you can come to church. You know, people. Yeah. No, that ain't what I said. I said I was listening to another show yesterday, and they were complaining. They said that our church, the black church, did not necessarily get because the turnout was low, and so he said they suggested that the black church didn't get out and like we normally do and encourage people to get out and vote. Well, I mean, I don't know. Hmm. Right. Sure. Hmm. I got you. Right. Yeah, yeah. I know. I know. I got that. Yeah, yeah. I know. No, 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 no. I was looking for a particular answer to my question this morning, not what the Bible says. I don't argue with the Bible. I'm just well, I wasn't quoting the Bible. Okay, good, good. All right, see you later. I got you. I feel you. I feel you. Okay, I got you. Good morning. Yeah. Yeah. Uh, yeah, yeah. 5 times. Yeah, yeah, yeah. At least 5 times. Hmm. Yeah, all the time. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I don't. I don't. But you can. Right. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. I was a 64 Charlie driving. I drove the 18 wheeler, the 5 ton, the 2.5 ton. I was a yeah. So and they teach us how to go across that water. Yeah. Yeah, I don't either. I know. Yeah, I think he's just jealous. I would tell. I think I know what it is, but I can't. I can't tell you on the air. I'll call you later. We'll talk about it. Yeah. 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 Uh huh. Hmm. I don't know. Now, I've been worried about my good friend Trump, who's always crazy. I'm just saying, I mean, but yeah, I don't know. Yeah. Well, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I feel you. Yeah. I don't know how that goes. We get out to the top. Yeah, I don't. Yeah, that's true. Because yeah, if you wait for one thing, yeah, if you raise it for one thing, you must use it for that purpose. So I don't know. But that's I guess you can keep it in your account for your next election. Listen, I don't know why people think if you get a little money, you start to show everybody you got at the bottom of these bank group. The first thing, well, how did he get that? Next thing you know, you hard to do it, but they come in like that PPP they got a couple years ago. They are find cities and different free money. Oh, be good, be good. I appreciate it. After the break, we'll be back. Yeah, but you can afford the truck through. I mean, now if the water's up to the window, hey, things are, you're gonna have a tough time. But there's certain things you can cover. We had 4G things. I forgot exactly what they call after one that 4 years ago. Um, but 1977, whatever. But anyway, so much. I think I've never been in. I don't know what I got to do to prove it. I mean, I don't know. Listen, as long as the check is on time at the end of the month, it doesn't make anything different. What do you think? We'll be back after this. 7:44 in the morning on Friday Eve.
Sponsored by Blindster.com. Hi, I'm Kyle at Blindster.com. Want to save big on custom phone blinds, shutters, cellular shades, and more? Shop Blindster today and save up to 50% over comparable blinds from brick-and-mortar stores. Get custom blinds at low prices and free shipping at Blindster.com.
Hot weather again today, partly cloudy skies. There is about a 10% chance of a stray shower or storm. Mid-90s, East Alabama, upper 90s around the river region. If you go west of Montgomery, we're talking 100 plus. For tonight, upper 70s, dry, very warm and humid. 101 tomorrow, partly cloudy. A stray shower or storm possible. And likely dry this weekend with temperatures around 102 Saturday and Sunday under partly cloudy skies.
That's your first alert forecast. I'm meteorologist Tyler Seabury for News Radio 1440.
Montgomery Skywatch traffic brought to you by Sons Automotive. Family owned, family driven on News Radio 1440.
Good morning, Montgomery. So far, so good. Previous accidents now have all been cleared. So far, no major problems or accidents are being reported right now. Interstate system's moving smoothly. Keep listening. We'll keep you posted. Larry Live Oak's been insuring the river region since 1988, customizing your insurance needs to the perfect plan. Live Oak Insurance, 4791 Main Street in Millbrook, 285-2881. Buckle up, it's the law for Montgomery Skywatch traffic. This is major delay.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, but people are happier with it, that sounds like something to look into, and that is MediShare. Maybe you've heard switching to MediShare to pay for healthcare can save many families up to $500 a month. And that is huge, but it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The member satisfaction rate for MediShare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double.
It's Friday Eve.
It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. It's a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need.
Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Hey folks, this is Major Delay. Not too long ago, I was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes. Now, few things are as important as the health of my teeth. First order of business, had to reach so without hesitation, I told my doctor, I'm going to Dr. Brian Kelly with Greenville Foot Care. I went to his clinic on Winton Blunt behind Baptist East. The staff was friendly and professional. I was in and out in less than 30 minutes. And in that short span of time, with a few simple observations, Dr. Kelly shed light on two major issues I had had with my feet and ankles all my life. I was amazed. Not only was the checkup quick and easy, I felt comfortable and informed. He even recommended certain running shoes that better fit the structure of my feet. And your insurance even pays for annual visits to a podiatrist to better your health. No referral necessary for most insurance. Hey, walk, crawl, limp, roll, any way you can get there, but see Dr. Brian Kelly at Greenville Foot Care. Call for an appointment at 334-265-7585 or check out greenvillefootcare.com.
No representation is made as to the quality of podiatric services to be performed or as to the expertise of podiatrists performing such services.
Paid for by Christian Care Ministry.
Let's see, if something costs less, people are happier with it. Medishare to pay for health care can save many families up to $500 a month, and that is huge. But it's also true that people are way more satisfied after making the switch too. The member satisfaction rate for Medishare is double that of the typical health insurance plan. Double. Medishare works too. It's been around for 30 years. Members have shared more than $5 billion of each other's bills. People love having telehealth and a huge nationwide PPO network. So yeah, really, you can save a ton and like it better. Imagine being happy with how you're taking care of your health care. So if you're self-employed or part of the gig economy, or you just want a plan you're happy with, you can call right now. You'll get a price within 2 minutes. So see what you can save. This is a very, very smart use of 2 minutes. Here's the number you need. Call 855-51-BIBLE. That's 855-51-BIBLE, 855-51-BIBLE.
Hey folks, it's Jody.
And Cozy Wolf from American Oak and More.
Inviting you to shop with us during our Labor Day sale.
Get up to 50% off top tag prices.
Plus 0% interest for up to 5 years.
That's up to 50% off on everything in the store.
Plus 0% interest for up to 5 years.
We will be closed September the 3rd and 4th to spend time with our family.
But you can take advantage of these huge savings going on now.
Excludes mattresses, accessories, and coasters.
Like I've said, for almost 30 years.
You don't pay fake money, you don't pay fake wood.
Shop Amish Direct at American Oak and More.
What is Amish Direct?
Furniture built to last and designed to inspire.
We set up partnerships with Amish shops in Indiana, Ohio, and Pennsylvania.
By having these partnerships directly with these Amish families, we can offer custom-made items, heirloom quality, up to 70% off retail prices.
Outdoor furniture that is guaranteed to last for decades with little or no maintenance.
Bedroom suites, table and chairs, occasional tables, and much more.
Come see the Lake Martin Epoxy table.
Amish Direct at American Oak and More.
AM radio provides always-on news, sports, talk, traffic, and weather reports. And it's also a vital service that provides important emergency information when your community needs it most. Tell Congress you need AM radio to stay in your car. Because when cell phones and the internet are down, this free emergency service is critical. Text AM to 52886 and tell Congress we need AM radio in cars.
Message and data rates may apply. You may receive up to 4 messages a month, and you may text stop to stop.
This message furnished by the National Association of Broadcasters.
Come fix my home, Bill Bradley.
Since 1969, you've trusted Bill Bradley. When something breaks, call Bill Bradley for plumbing, heating, and air conditioning concerns. Bill Bradley will come fix your home. Call today and tune up your AC for only $74.95. Bill Bradley, your source for all things green, including available financing on HVAC. Certificate number 8449.
Telling it like it really is.
That's the fact check.
It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
Sean evidently forgot to show up, so I don't pretend to be a preacher or anything. So, I pretend to be brilliant, but not necessarily a preacher. I don't play with God that way. So I'll just, we'll get that. But next week I'm going to have a preacher from Millbrook on, so that'll be good. 860-1440 is the number. You want to give us a call. Love to talk whatever on your mind. Talk to you. I'm still thinking about this. Here's the here is the answer for the question about the money, and evidently this is what you can do with the money if you get it, and that would be you can keep it in the campaign account, you can give it to another candidate, you can give it to any tax exempt organization, give to any government entity, but you can't use it or spend it on anything personal. So for you folks that they got a little extra money, or you got a bunch of money, wasn't planning on running anyway, or you knew you wasn't going to win, but you thought you'd get that money anyway, well, go ahead and do that. But but you can't use it on personal things. Okay. One more call. Good morning. Yes. Mhm. Yeah. Yeah. Right. Well, we had a low right. We had a low turnout on all sides. Well, that's yeah, yeah. I hadn't heard that. I hadn't heard that. But that's because people get purged. He is still like any other mayor. You can only do certain things by law. Well, you would think that if they were that they had multiple candidates, you didn't have to vote for Stephen. You could have voted for Mr. Gilbreth. You could have voted for the other guy, Victorous. So I mean, I don't know. Well, those are the same thing that were said when he won the first time. And so I mean, that's right. That's right. Well, yeah, they did. They stole it, but that's okay. Yeah. Okay. I hear. Okay. All right. Appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. You got a point. If you don't like what's there, put something there. But listen, let me get a little bit of good news for once. Okay. I don't normally give the good news thing, but yesterday I happened to be in Food Outlet, which is on somewhere on Coliseum Boulevard after I stopped by the Hymns organization over there. And I was talking to I saw this young man go. See, I can always tell the smart kids, right? And I can tell the dumb ones too. And I could tell this kid had something going on between his shoulders. And I started talking to him and found out what grade he was in and found out what school he went to. Now, but I found out what school he went to after I asked all these questions. And I said, well, what's your favorite subject? And he said, well, I like math. Now, everybody said math. And then he says, but I like ratios. I said, what's that? I said, what's a ratio? I mean, I know what the ratio, what the word means, but he had me at, I like ratios. Said, okay, all right then. And so we kept on the conversation, and the guy was, I think he was in the sixth grade or something at Capitol Heights School. And before that young man talked to me the way he did, he articulated. I mean, he was a really, and I said, well, who's your teacher over there? And so he said, Miss Graham. I said, really? He said, I mean, he talked to me like a grown person, and he was, I mean, this kid was. I said, you go to Montgomery Public School? He said, you sure you don't go to a private school? And you go to Capitol Heights? I said, yeah, well, and you on federal trial, you go to that school. He said, yes. Well, I had to find out who his teacher was because evidently I'm wrong about everybody in that school. You know, they are teaching over there, but we never hear about those things because we. So I just want to, and we're gonna do something. My artist is gonna do something for this kid and his teacher because he gave me hope that there is teaching going on in public school, and it's difficult sometimes to but evidently Miss it away over there in that math thing. And I was lost when he was. I was sat there with my eyes glazed over. What you talking about? You know, he was about 10 or 12. I don't know how old he was. But congratulations to them. Evidently, there's a lot of good work going on in public school. We never hear about it. All I hear about is the bad stuff. So, Mr. Graham, keep it up. We're gonna bring you some apples. Anyway, see you back.
Update on News Radio.
CBS News on the hour. Present by Indeed.com. I'm Deborah Rodriguez. Republican presidential candidates took part in their first debate of the season in Milwaukee last night. Several, including Christine Bennett Ramaswamy and Asa Hutchinson, focused on Donald Trump. Someone's got to stop normalizing this conduct. We cannot set a precedent where the party in power uses police force to indict its political opponents. It's wrong. I'm not going to support somebody who's been convicted of serious felony. Behind the scenes, many of their top strategies coming and still facing Trump remains a front runner. And at this point, they're in a wait and see, as one strategist put it to me, into CBS News, trying to see if Trump will implode as he faces criminal indictment. He is expected to appear at the Fulton County Jailhouse in Atlanta today, where he'll be booked on charges of conspiring to overturn results of the last election. Correspondent Nicole Killian. Former President Trump said he will probably be arrested when he turns himself in. Trump joins at least 9 other co-defendants who have surrendered this week, including his former personal attorney, Rudy Giuliani, who was charged with 13 counts of election claims in Georgia. Allegations he denied. For school kids in the South, dozens of schools in central Kentucky are closed because of widespread illnesses affecting students, teachers, and staff. Pete Shepard is the Coffin County Health Department Director. We think that period this continue with they were saying COVID, and they're also putting strict in their antivirus that have been going around here, stomach virus. Schools are closed in many areas around the country because of excessive heat. Jim Crusillas is no confirmation from Russia on the suspected death of a mercenary leader in a plane crash near Moscow. Correspondent Kevin Elkins. There's still no official confirmation of the invasion's death. The estimated number of is a weapon on board or missile launch rocket from the ground. And the most striking thing about that is the way it's taken for granted in Russia that this is a normal and natural way of dealing with the enemies of the state. And then we raised an eyebrow. There are trials at the Chatham House on the remaining threat from the mercenary group. You have a group of well-armed, well-trained, probably very angry people now within Russia that the state will need to know how to deal with. So far, the Kremlin has had no comment on the crash. In Spain, because of a disciplinary case against the country's soccer federation president after he blacked himself in front of the Queen and later kissed a player on the lips. and the World Cup medal ceremony. S&P futures up 17. This is CBS News.
Higher with beautiful effort and that speed with Indeed. With a smooth solution platform up to a cloud where you will hire candidates efficiently. Visit Indeed.com.
We do have to live in reasons against the new principles the best of time. Stream the UK's most brilliant series.
Oh, have mercy. There is a mark on me.
Unlock acclaimed favorites including
I get better and like you got better. I would just get this. But then, okay, I got you.
Providing all-inclusive voyages on rivers, oceans, and the lakes around the world. Designed for curious travelers interested in science, history, culture, and cuisine. Viking Chairman Torsten Hagen often says Viking offers experiences for the thinking person, with no children and no casinos on board. Learn more at Viking.com. That's Viking.com.
A setback for MLB star.
Two-way baseball superstar Shohei Ohtani won't pitch for the rest of this season because of a torn ligament in his right elbow. Los Angeles Angels general manager Perry Minasian.
Obviously disappointing news. I felt terrible for him. It is what it is. And if anybody can bounce back, it's him.
It's not known if Ohtani will need surgery. He could possibly stay in the lineup as a hitter. He did after getting hurt. Ohtani will be one of the offseason's top free agents. Steve Kathan, CBS News.
A couple of NFL stars are teaming up for a new venture. Kansas City teammates Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce investing in a chain of restaurants and entertainment complexes called Chicken Pickle. Their investment will help open another 7 locations featuring food, drink, and pickleball. Stores are based in Kansas City. Deborah Rodriguez, CBS News.
The unknowing, the itchiness, and just to that. If you suffer from seasonal allergies, sinusitis, walking sunlight, there are no easy solution that can help provide fast, drug-free relief. It's called and it uses suction to rinse your teeth in seconds. Millions of people use Lavage daily to help provide relief from seasonal allergies and sinus congestion. Medications treat the symptoms, but Lavage treats the problem at the source, flushing out the allergens and pollens in your nose. Lavage also helps wash out airborne bacteria. The breathing clearly, goodbye to sinus suffering and hello to better breathing with Lavage. Lavage is available at Walmart, Walgreens, Target, now, all you really know.
Stephens Montgomery's for steaks and exceptional wine. Pepper Steaks and Wine. The Pepper Tree Shopping Center is a mix of a boutique and a fine restaurant. Everything for pancakes, fresh steaks, grilled beef kebabs, chicken, fish, pork, desserts, and so much more. Direct to at Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Not even Wednesday, you can get the meat and food. Pick up a gift for any occasion. They even cater. Now, what more can you ask for? half the price. Well, they've got that too. Starting Friday, August 25th. Go to this station's website and get a $50 gift certificate for only $25. Starting at 8 a.m., act fast. Offers are limited for this sweet deal from Pepper Tree Steaks and Wines. Visit this station's website and click Sweet Deals.
Telling it like it really is. It's the Dan Bongino Show, weekdays from 11 to 2 on News Radio 1440.
No, I did not get rid of the pastor. I think Sean's must be out of town because he didn't show up this morning. Or he forgot. He's a busy guy. You know, he got all those folks in the church and all that stuff. And, deal with it. I should have made the call, but I didn't. I just figured he remembered. But because when you're on the fourth Sunday, it kind of the month kind of gets in the say. But hopefully we can. I'm sure he's okay though. Good morning to you. It is a great day to be alive, like all the rest of us. And the numbers are 860-1440. You want to give us a call this morning. We'd love to talk to you. What's on your mind? It's Thursday. No, I use Thursday for music because I got to listen to it. It's to my soul. Gets me thinking in the right way. So politically, though, I'm still a Trumpster. That's right. And at the end of the day, if it ends up him and Biden on the thing, I'm voting for Trump all day long. Now, I just wish some of that narcissistic attitude we have sometimes, but nobody's perfect, nobody's perfect. So we all have issues. That is, I got mine. So I'm just saying, I just wish he could be quiet sometimes. But I think he's been a little quieter now than he was at the beginning of the And I was going to run for office, but I got to stick to my word. I said, once you hit 70 years old, if I live and that happens, you don't be running for office. I need to be telling people in office what to do. Okay, with all this great experience that I have. Okay, I do want to run for city council. Maybe somebody will get put out of it. I don't want to die anyway, but then I could run. Yeah. I'm glad though. Don't get me wrong. I'd rather be 66 than 65 used to be. So we good. Yeah, we're good. 860-1440. Again, let me just say, get some kudos out to Miss Graham over at Capitol Heights High School. Evidently, I don't know all of her students, but if her students are the same way as the one I met yesterday at the place, I'm proud of them. I really didn't think they were teaching that kind of way in public schools anymore. I just didn't think so. So, hey, slap myself because this kid was bright, and he wasn't in private school. He wasn't in the magnet school. He was in. So I guess it's got a lot to do with the teacher. With the people who do the teaching. Have they given up? And the administration. I don't know who's the principal over there, but evidently, they're doing okay, I guess. Yeah. Anyway, I didn't think I'd ever see a child come out of that school and tell me I like doing ratios. Really? What's that? So I got that. I apologize for having a bad attitude sometimes about public school system. I just know what goes on in my son's school sometimes. But we got a new principal over there, so I'm not saying anything. The new principal who has been there a couple of weeks, so let him work things out with the league over there. I got faith in him. And so we'll see how it goes. And it's all about leadership from the top to the bottom. 860-1440. I'm here to get started. Let me go to the front and see who's there. What money on there? Oh, that's right. Okay. I got one. I am a man, baby. I, when you look in the dictionary and see the word man, you see my picture by it. Okay, I'm just saying. Yeah. Hey, you ought to tell that. That ought you ought to, and just because you look like a woman, don't make you one. I'm with you on that one. Yeah, yeah, I'm with you. I'm with you on that one. Yeah. All right. Well, after this next commercial, I will tell you what the answer is. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I'm not a biblical scholar. I got a right to pick. Wait a minute. Wait a minute. I got a right to pick and choose the same thing you pick and choose. Okay, so don't get on me for picking what I want. Yeah. Okay. Yeah. Okay. Hmm. Wait a minute. I'm not skipping over anything. The books. Wait a minute. Ed. Now, will you wait? Ed, will you agree that the books are not in chronological order anyway? So how you go skip over them when they're not in order anyway? We just pick the ones we like, same as you. Because boy, if it wasn't for you and Jeremiah, I wouldn't even know he was there. Okay, but I hear. All right, appreciate it. Uh, Good morning. Who's this? 8:14 in the morning. Oh Lord, two up at a time. What? Well, hey, I missed my opportunity. So yeah. Well, I'm glad he does. I'm glad to see he's above ground, so we good. We don't have to agree. Hmm. Okay, and what was the important question? Yes, yes, because I'm tired of eating chicken. Oh, that's right across the street. I've never really eaten. I've been in there, but I never eaten in there. Okay, now listen. I'm gonna let that. Okay, okay. Now listen. I don't normally do free commercial without pay, but maybe they'll hear this, and then when I get over there, they'll throw a brother a burger. I'm just saying. All right, I do it. Thanks, man. All right. 860-1440. Good morning. Who's this? Yes. Went over there. I went over there yesterday after everybody talking about this is going on leave, this is going on leave, and I got over there, and you know what? Something was going on, but it wasn't anything tragic. It wasn't anything. I don't know exactly because they're not going to tell me. I mean, they know who I am. They wouldn't tell me. But there wasn't. What was going on is that the people were coming back from Impact also back to the school. So that led a lot of people outside trying to get. I don't know exactly what it was because they didn't tell me, but there was nothing catastrophic going on over there. Nobody got shot. Nobody got a. I heard when I was there, it was had something to do with a phone. That's all I know. Yeah, yeah. Hmm. Well, the people that vote showed us who they wanted for their mayor. Yeah, that's true. And if you didn't vote, you didn't count. Right. Hmm. They could have done it. That's true. We could have did it. That's right. We could. That's true. Martin Luther King said we may came on different ships, but we're in the same boat now. All is going down. That's true. Right. But I'll be on the Harriet too when that happens. Yeah. 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 Well, I'll be on the Harriet. If the boat go down, I'm gonna be on Harriet too. Yeah. Yeah. No problem. Yeah. Yeah. Right. I hear you. It is 8:18 in the morning. Good morning. Who's this? I don't know, but he was a smart kid, so that's all I know. Okay. And I would have to tell you what is that percentage in private schools. So we don't know. They don't have to give us information. But I do know one thing: half of the whole equation in school is providing an atmosphere that is conducive to learning, ordered, non-chaotic, disciplined atmosphere. You provide those things and you give everybody there an opportunity to learn. So if we can get the atmosphere right, we can get everything else right. If we can get rid of some of the numbnuts out of school and just send them on their way, they're going to jail anyway. So just send them now, let them go, and and create an environment that is conducive to great education. 860-1440 is the number here, and we got some other things. Now, another thing too. Again, I don't know what the mayor was talking about when he said a what you call it, a general income. Hold, let me see. Let me see exactly what he said here because I don't want to get this right. Um, I got to get this right, and I don't know if the city has any authority uh, in doing anything like the what is it called? GMI, uh, guaranteed minimum income. Now, I don't know if any city, uh, maybe up in Alaska somewhere, or any city in the contiguous United States of America has the authority to do anything like that. Um, GMI, guaranteed minimum income. And then again, how much would that be? Um, would that go to people who are capable of working but are not? No. Here's what I would like to see, and I hate to say because I sound like a Democrat when I say this, but I'd rather see the minimum wage go up in Montgomery. Of course, it means everything else is going to go up too, but I'd rather see everybody making a decent living. But here's the problem: every time I would like to see the minimum wage go up to at a minimum of $15. And I would like and I know people are not gonna like this because I know my conservative friends gonna say, what the hell are you talking about? I would like to see all prices frozen for at least 36 months. It doesn't do any good to have your wage go up and everything that gets a piece of that wage also goes up. So you're not moving the needle at all. If we allow, and I know these are private business, but I'd be willing to put in price freezes. Yeah. If I was a mayor, oh, absolutely. Give my people more money and then allow them to appreciate that money by being able to survive in our city. Okay. In other words, if my price goes up, okay, if my wage goes up to $15 an hour, minimum $15 an hour, and the very next day The groceries go up 3%. Gas go up 2%. Everything goes up. And so you're no better off now with a $15 an hour rate, $15 an hour minimum wage than you would be with a $7.25 rate. It's the same thing because the price is going up. So if we could implement a higher salary and keep prices the way they are for 36 months, okay, 36 months. At the end of that, you're on your own. But it's about. It used to be in America, you could benefit from your hard labor. You know, you could buy your car, you could do all kinds of things, take your kids to Disneyland. I've never been there, as a matter of fact. Your Disneyland and or whatever. You could benefit from your hard labor. We're in a country now that's almost an impossibility. You've got to be one or the other in this country right now. You've got to be extraordinarily rich or extraordinarily poor. The middle ground is leaving fast. I'm just saying that and I don't blame some of these people. Why should I go to work every day and still get an eviction notice on my door? Not because I'm not paying my bills. I'm just not getting enough money to pay them. You know, and everybody cannot be a computer programmer. Okay, we need people to pick up the garbage. We need people to build homes and build houses. But again, it does. I don't care how much money you make if the prices of everything around you goes up. And that lie about supply and demand, listen, that's a philosophy that has long gone been disproven. Okay, long gone been disproven. When the people who supply us with the goods and service also have the goods and services. They manufacture the goods and services. If they decide, like OPEC, if OPEC decide, we're not going to be putting as many barrels out lately. And why America? Why this country sells our energy to other countries and turns around and buy energy from yet again another country? Only God knows why we do that. I do not know. We sell. I talked to a guy who worked for Spire yesterday, and he said, we sell our stuff and then we turn around and charge us more for what we buy from other people. I don't understand that kind of economics. We sell ours and buy others because we got idiots in the White House and wacko environmentalists. So, we can't do that. We can't. No. We can't do that. We've got to buy other people's stuff and sell them our stuff, and then they turn around, buy our stuff, sell it back to us for a higher price. So there's a lot of things wrong with the economics of America. A lot of things. Who can fix it? I don't know. 860-1440 is the number. Anyway, good morning. Pretty good. And you see what happened in California. That everything is up. Now the people are leaving California because the prices have gone up exponentially. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. But it's artificial. It's an artificial price gouging of people who live there. Well, it's price gouging, brother. It's price gouging. And that's artificial that's gouging. And that's what they do. They raise the price based on your income. It's like going to child support court. Just because you make more money, you got to pay money, thousands of dollars a month. That's what they do. Well, uh, yeah. That was right. That is the accepted explanation of gouging. Gouging is raising prices higher than they need to be because of the cost of goods. That's that. They're ripping us off. Okay, make me want to go to the biscuits game to get over it. Okay. Yeah. Well, actually, businesses, if we had a GMI, actually business would do better because hell, everybody got the money. I mean, everybody got a dollar. Well, and that's true too. And listen, again, I'm not an economics expert, so I got to run to a break. Come up, got a special guest coming in a couple of minutes, but we'll be back right after. You off that train to fall. And we don't want to bring you in. I guess they want to talk about everything else.
We had some phone calls today after mayoral election, debate last night.
Yeah.
I bet you get some fun stuff this week.
I'm just saying, it does no good to raise minimum wage. It's the very next day, everything goes up. It's a waste. It's a con. It's an insult to the intelligence of average people. So, but tomorrow, so what's going up? You're going up. Rain going up. Everything going up. So, did I get a raise? No, I lowered the ceiling and I raised the floor. It's an illusion. That's why after all these years of minimum wage, federal minimum wage, poor people are still poor. We can do it, and I would say let's give everybody a raise, and for 36 months freeze all prices. Freeze all prices. I know it sounds communistic, but I'm sorry. You ought to be able to go to work and pay your bills with one job. You shouldn't have to have two jobs. One of the brother can't make a living. He just don't see the kids no more because he's working. So, the first pitch thing, that tonight?
Really?
No. I
got
got 2 weeks.
We only got 10 home games left. You got to tell me one.
Listen, I need, well, save me for the last game.
Okay. What's that?
Win?
What's that?
Okay, good. Yeah. I like to promote it.
There you go.
People come out and see it, brother. Get a hat and shirt. Okay,
Release 7.
yeah. You gotta show up. I'm gonna show up. I think it's all this time. It'll be an insult not to show up. Oh yeah, I can do better than who's those guys on the other station? What's the guy's name? Yeah, I can do better than that. Yes. So what would it look like for the playoffs?
We're one game back. And the last 6 games are against the team that we're one game back with. So it's going to come down to that.
Maybe.
So you start that on the 10th, and then they go on the road on the 12th.
Yeah.
12th through 17th. That's when it all comes down to. And then you got to have a game on the 19th.
Okay. And you can order all the meats.
Yeah. If we have a playoff game on the 19th, do whatever you want to do.
Today's tips for kids. Getting ready for new
You're not from Alabama, right? Where you from? North Carolina. Okay. I lived there for a while. I lived in Wilson.
Okay.
I lived in Durham.
Yeah.
I lived in Fayetteville.
I grew up in Goldsboro, so it's not over from Wilson. My wife's from Wilson.
As a matter of fact, they got a museum in Wilson. Years ago when I lived there. Yeah, I was manager at Renison. One of them Renison, until they fired me. But the guy was nice about it.
Yeah.
Is that Elkins? Yeah, yeah. And see, I didn't know what was going on. I saw him pull up in the parking lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then he got along for about 10 minutes. Later on, I found out he had the new manager taking him to McDonald's. Oh, man.
Were you in Fayetteville when you were young?
Yeah. 82nd Airborne, baby.
Yeah. Yeah, I grew up in Goldsboro with Seymour Johnson.
That's good. Oh, those some good old days. But it wasn't so good when I was there. I was big that all the time. Yeah. We going with it? Yeah. Okay, yes. Now, my guess don't know nothing about this song.
This is a great song. I don't know that. Guy named Marvin.
Okay, no, you don't know that. That ain't Marvin. That's Al Green, man.
That's Al Green?
Al Green.
Okay. I don't know about it,
No, I ain't got it to it's just weird. I mean, I don't know a lot. Although I do, you like Rod Stewart, not Rod Stewart.
Some of the stuff.
Okay, good. So, time for who you are and wait here.
Mike Murphy, gentlemen, we're here. All the games remaining this summer. The season has flown by, and forward this weekend. So, talking about what's going on this weekend at the ballpark tonight. Our Thursday night, as always, T-shirt giveaway. It is great night at the ballpark. So, having all those fraternities and sororities that are back to college, $5 student ticket for all those folks. A T-shirt giveaway for the first 1,015 and over. We have our Thursday book special, of course, presented by Turbobox Audio, where you can scan a QR code to the ballpark with those Turbobox speakers. And it's a weird time of the year. For me, I really like it. I play football, I work in baseball. So football and baseball come together. Right? So we are celebrating football weekend all weekend long. The teams are some special features that look like football jerseys. We have a big number on the front, like the football jersey has, there's number on the back, stripes on the sleeve. So our guys are going to be out there confusing our fans. Like they're going to look like they're going to run out there and hit each other, but they're just going to play baseball. Here's the football jersey.
Now let's tell them about one of the most significant things that have ever happened in the district.
That's going to happen.
That's going to happen.
That's going to happen.
That's going to.
Allegedly, Kevin is going to show up at the ballpark on September 10th, 3:33 start time. September 10th, 3:33 start time. So, Kevin, I'm going to leave you there at about 3 o'clock.
Yeah, I mean.
On Sunday, September 10th.
Yeah.
And you're going to throw out a first pitch.
I'm going to throw the first pitch.
And you're going to prove to me.
Yes.
What we've been talking about for the last 3-4 years.
Yes.
That you can come out and you can throw a perfect shot.
Exactly. And I'll do a better job than Rick and Huck. Okay. Matter of fact, I heard he the hell he didn't get to the plate. But that's okay. That's what we do.
That's what we do. We're not going to represent all the stations here.
And will you have a lot of pens there so I can sign autograph?
Yeah, absolutely. You just need one pen and then
this
a bunch of baseball.
When I start signing autograph, people are just gonna run out of ink.
Okay.
So make sure we have at least 2 pens. Yeah.
We'll get one regular pen and one Sharpie, depending on what people want you to sign.
Yeah, exactly. Some of the girls may want me to sign their back or something.
Signing babies.
baby, stuff like that. And the pamper or stuff, something like that. Okay, okay.
We were talking about this the other day about the weird stuff that you sign. So like kids will come up and they whatever they have on, kids will have to sign. Like kids want you to sign their baseball glove that they play with, their hat that they wear, for their routine. I've seen kids take their shoes off. I say, can you sign my shoe? I'm like, your parents are going to be really upset with you when you get home and there's Sharpie all over your shoe because you can't even read it.
Now, I don't want the biscuits to get upset when they find out that they want my signature more important than they want.
Yeah, we can set something up. I can put out like a box of baseballs that you can sign, and we can put them in the guys' lockers.
Yeah,
you know, all our players. We can put your autograph in there.
Put that. Okay, good. All right then.
We got to figure it out.
Listen, we got this, and I will be there unless Gabriel calls me. That's the only way the guy's gonna be there. I'm gonna be there. Okay. Don't give me no real small ball. I want the regular size ball.
Regular baseball.
Okay, that's what I'm saying. Do I get to keep the ball?
Yes, sir.
Okay, good. Anyway,
unless you want to sign it and give it to somebody.
I'll give it to my son.
Okay.
I'll get it to him.
Okay.
So when I'm gone, hopefully in the heavenly skies above, he'll be happy to remember me.
Yeah. We'll get a video of it too, so we can figure out a way.
One more time, tell folks what's going on.
Yeah, biscuitsbaseball.com, where you find all the information about what's happening this weekend at home today through Sunday, taking on the Mississippi Braves. They're the Braves WA affiliate. We've got football weekend at the ballpark, a lot of great action, fireworks on Saturday, kids giveaway on Sunday. So just check it all out. Biscuitsbaseball.com. You can find more and put your ticket right there.
All right then. Murph, thank you for coming by, sir. I got to take my last break in an hour. We'll come back. We'll continue our conversation right here. Murph, he graces me with his appearance because he usually didn't do that. He comes up here now. He sits in here with us and tells us what's going on at the biscuit basket down there. You can always get the biscuit memory regalia and your hats or whatever you want to buy over there, and they got all kinds of stuff over there. Listen, let's support our team.
Yeah, Biscuit Basket is open every weekday.
Okay. But let's not forget the most significant day in their history.
Final game of the final home
of the biscuit is having me.
Kevin Elkins.
Me. I mean, I'm honored because a couple weeks ago I'm out there sitting with Trump at the main table, because I'm the mayor. It's about time the biscuit realize who I am. Okay, we'll be back after this.
I swear that was Marvin Gaye. That's Al Green.
Al Green.
Man. Well, I love Al Green.
But no, you're good. You had the color right there. We good.
Had the era.
Yeah, you had the era right there.
Era. Had the motion. Okay. There we go.
But then all you can do is hope the right person comes along, which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter doesn't
Okay.
ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate for the same as you. That's right. Free. Just listen to exclusive web address. ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free. ZipRecruiter.com/free.
Paid for by ERC Business Solutions. The following.
Why she blinks her eyes a lot? All right, that's the last break. It's 8:46 in the morning. Hey, I listen, when you're famous around town, people want to advertise. You got to advertise, you got to make that money. I got to make that money. Since I'm not at 100%, I can't get my kid to go to school for free. Yeah, I got to figure out a way to get this done. I'm trying to get him in the Air Force. That's about right. Do we have an Air Force recruiting officer on here? Because he's interested in the Air Force. So I have to get somebody to talk to him. So the Air Force officers phone number. How about text you to the 241-9998? And I'd love to talk to those guys. I think he could blow the ass out of the water. If not, McDonald's is home. But anyway, now I won't let my child. Also, somebody said when I was naming all those jobs a little while ago, somebody told me that we got to have people cut grass too, which I agree. If my checking account don't hurt a little bit here, I'm going to be cutting grass. I've been working on some computers lately, so I've been able to make $2 or something every once in a while. But I try to use my computer skills to keep gas in my car, and then I use this job to buy groceries and pay rent. And my other checks, well, I just kind of like say, yeah, you're right. Anyway, let me see what else is going on. So minimum wage, whatever. But it amazes me. I would like to know how he would, it's how a general, what do you call it? What do you call it? It's like a guaranteed minimum income. Is it possible that a city could do such a thing? Now, the one thing we will have when that happens is a lot of people moving back to Montgomery. But again, where would the funding come from? I mean, really, where would that come from? Got to be funded by something. And how much are we talking about? Is there a threshold of people who would be and would retirees be considered in that? Because the minute you have a GMI, then everything else is going to go up because that's just where America is. The gas, cigarettes going up, gas going up, everything going up in Montgomery, so people can recoup their thing. And then we talk about paying people more per hour. I don't know. It's an interesting it's an interesting thought, but is it feasible to even think that a city the small size of Montgomery could do such a thing? It'd be interesting to see how this plays out. Good morning, on there. Oh, sure it is. Yeah, absolutely. Okay then. You know, if you're willing to work, really, whether it's hot or cold, if you're willing to work, you can make some money. Yeah. Yeah. Have some cold water. Have a thermos. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. Now, why are you working? Wait a minute. Why are you working 7 days a week? Okay. Well, you have to go to church every once in a while. Okay. Is that a once or a while? I mean, I don't know which one. I mean, you need to go to church at least every other Sunday. Okay, then we're good. Okay. Okay. Right. Can the brother borrow something? Okay, I'll call you. Yeah. Oh, good. Good. We appreciate that. I really do. Some other people actually said they're going to help us out a little bit more this year, and I'm appreciative of that. We do good work. We don't take the money, put it in our pocket. We actually go around and find people who need a hand. And listen, people need a hand every day. I get that part. I can't do it every day. But at least for that moment in time, you guys help me every year. Help. I used to give computers away. We gave 300 computers away. Uh, Brand new, not used, 300 laptops away because I have been in the radio since I was here. Montiel came in there kind of hurt my business because I wouldn't give him no money. Listen, I ain't mad at him. I ain't still ain't mad at him, but he just, he was who he was. 860-1440 is the number here when it gets called 8:51 in the morning. Good morning. Right? Uh-huh. Okay. Okay. Well, she wasn't very nice. Well, I know. Yeah. 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 Well, what was her problem? I mean, what was her problem? I mean, what was the problem? Right, right. Of course, now we're only hearing your side of this.
Yeah, we're only hearing your side. So let me call her. Let me call her and see what's up. She, yeah, yeah, bag of chips. Yeah, but you know what? She could have. Her mother could have died. Now maybe sick. Yeah, so we don't know. Right. No, no, no. But I'm gonna tell you what. The best way to get people to calm down is to show them kindness and niceness. So even though they raise their voice, well, no, but you know you did the right thing. Yeah. Well, no, no, they was a butthole, but they had a mission. Their mission was to get me, to get us prepared to go someplace where we thought we may have to go. So I understood that. Yeah, I got you. I got you. Okay, well, listen, I'll call the chief. Okay, I'll call the chief. Okay, I'll call the chief and tell him if he can look into this for you. Yeah, right. Okay, that's my job. I am the liaison between the citizens of Montgomery and the government. So I am what is that board we're trying to get? What is that board we're trying to uh, I don't know. I am the citizens review board. Okay, so if you got an issue, I'll be the liaison between you guys and the government officials, and I'll let you know what they say. Good morning. Who's this? Hey, Judy. Oh, well, thank you. I talked about him a little bit this morning. I was thoroughly impressed. Like I told you, we're gonna go ahead and get a teacher something for doing a good job. But he's a jerk. Oh, okay. Well, I thank you very much, and I enjoy talking to your grandson. And we're gonna do so. We're gonna take that teacher something over there because she's doing a good job. I don't know what yet. But we're gonna take it something over there. We're gonna take it something over because because I've been putting down schools forever because I just didn't think none of them taught anything. But evidently, I got a lot of them don't, but not all of them. Evidently your child is in a good class and he's the most mannerable young man that I've had the opportunity to talk to in a long time. Right? So you be proud of him, and he looks like he's got a great future in front of him. And plus, somebody needs to pay for my yeah, somebody needs to pay our Social Security. So let it be them. Yeah. Hey, thank you for calling me, dear. Thank you very much. And we're gonna try to do something for his teacher over there because I was just so elated that I was wrong about all of this. Hey, this is the only time I've ever been wrong, and I'm glad. Anyway, so that was the grandmother of the child I was telling you guys about. Just a joy to talk to her. So maybe Melvin is doing something over there. I don't know. I got to talk to him. I got to get him on. I got to get Melvin on. Why I'm in a good mood. Okay. Let me see. Good morning. Who's this? All right then. You too. Okay. What else is going on? Not much. Okay. Tomorrow's Friday. Hopefully we'll all be here. I can't take it for granted. But if I'm not here, I hope that my journey through this thing called life has touched you in such a way that it changed your mind about something. Hopefully, good stuff. But I hope to be here. But I think the best we can do as human beings, and okay, let me be serious for 1 minute. I think the best we can do as human beings is our best. And like Dr. Rigg says, if your best can be better, then it was not your best. The best we can do is make a difference in the lives of others. So don't forget tomorrow's give a tip to your fast food restaurant person or your server. Give a little extra. He'll feel better and you'll feel better. Let me take a 30-second call here. Good morning. Who's this? All right, Mr. Ed. That's what it's all about. That's what it's all about. You know, I gotta go. I gotta go find me something to eat. Some grits. God, I'm tired of grits. Okay, I'm gonna find something. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you tomorrow. Good Lord says the same. Good morning, people.